Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. My name is Cress Nether. You're watching the Faygroves, or my channel, here on twitch.tv/nethervt. Hi, hope you're doing all so well, and today we have some chill times ahead of us as we're playing some more Rune Factory. I also see we are actively in chat. Stomkunst is first, Gamesy is second, and Derek I is third. Congratulations. I also see some really good random encounters. Everyone is training and winning, I believe. Did we have no losses today, I believe? I think it... Oh, the Dark Player, thank you so much for the resubscription. Cyrenix, I hope you weren't all too scared. We have a Fadelay winning their first encounter. Congratulations! It's so good to see you, my friend. And another victory from Ducky. Hi, Ducky. How are you all doing? In other news, did I bring up the Barbarian Duel? I have no idea. Oh. Glorious victory for a duck. Yes! And do remember, you can redeem a random encounter redux. So you can do it the second time, and you can train up beforehand, giving yourself a bonus of max +5. Also, yay, it's a Fadelay. Hi, dear friends. Hi, dear friends, D-E-E-R and D-E-A-R. Yeah, that's fair, Cyrenix. No worries about that. Games, yes, figured out the optimized run of the Faygroves. Excellent. How are we all doing today? I've had a pretty good day. I've had a pretty good couple of days. I watched a movie with some friends on Wednesday. I played some games with friends yesterday. I also dyed my hair. You can't see it like this, but you might see it in the Discord if you want. And also you might have seen, and I'll just I don't know if you can see it on my side, but let me redeem a daily random encounter for my own. So that gives you I have a +6. So how does that work? So how that works is you have your bonus and you have your level. Your bonus and your level are combined because later in the game, it's silly calling it a game, but later in the game, the difficulty of the encounters will go up. Aw, Gamesy, you've been really sweet. Gamesy died a little because I dyed my hair. Also, last week we had our third episode of By the Book Daggerheart, and this afternoon I uploaded that version on YouTube. Or I uploaded that episode on YouTube. And next week, we'll have a bit of an interlude. We are going to be doing some leveling up. And we're going to talk a bit through about, like, hey, we made these characters for kind of like a one-off arc for the story. And we're going to see what we might need to change for a little bit more than that. So that's what's coming up. We also have Another people. Work's been fun. Spent 4 hours repairing others' mistakes. You are now ready for the weekend. Oh, good luck, Rick. I hope you don't have to work all too much. But yeah, that's kind of the planning for the next By the Book Daggerheart game. We'll also have Hyrule Chronicles in on Monday. Yeah. Oh dear. Danny's been watching lots of MasterChef. It has auto subtitles, so sometimes they give me funny lines like, "The condoms are delicious," and "the dildo on top." No, that should not be excused. No. We have Derkai talking about a duel. We're aiding some natives from an invading colonizer force. Good on you. We also kind of ended the 3 elites who were the biggest threats, melting a few cannons in the process. Excellent. Anyway, one of the bosses was a zealot barbarian, and my dude was a totem barbarian. It was the most barbarian fight ever. Rawr! Fair enough. It was a cool axe. I'm assuming they were talking about condiments. Yes. Kwandongs. I have not heard of that type of fruit ever. Also, Ari, enjoy your lurk. Thank you for visiting. Things are silly. Kwandongs. What are kwandongs? A hemiparasitic plant in the sandalwood family. The species is also commonly referred to as kwandong or native peach. Interesting. Australian wild fruit. Yeah. Okay. The flavor is tart and reminiscent of peach, apricot, or rhubarb. Okay. Fancy. I do not like rhubarb that much. My mom grew rhubarb in our back garden. And made like rhubarb mash or jam. I never wanted to try it. I don't know why. It did not seem appetizing. That's the only reason. I forget. There we go. This is a Friday stream. We can have sound alerts. But yeah, which means it's a Friday stream. Specifically, it's a gaming stream, a video gaming stream. That's why we can have sound alerts, because by the Book Daggerheart or any other TTRPG, no sounds. TBRPG, that's... no. The auto subtitles Prime users just really like mistaking words for much dirtier words. See, I do that too for comedic effect. But I don't know if that's the right thing to do. We are going to play Rune Factory. So, pausing my music here. And we're going to load in. And we are going to be talking with Fubuki. Do we have other quests? Thank you for the head pats, Gamesy. Right, we need to bond with Ulalaka more. We have some enemies to defeat. We have some potato croquette, tuna, and spiders to defeat. And quite a few other things to do. But first, let's see what we need to do here. Enjoy your lurk, Rick. Good luck with work. Okay. These will be growing for a while more. We just have decoration here. Oh, of course, we have the bamboo. How have folks' weeks been? I feel a little bit out of the loop sometimes with what folks are doing and how they're doing. And I do want to check in, but I'm tired. We have some strobes. Okay, these are level 8. I believe we're almost done with cultivation of strobes. Danny's trying to get back into doing some writing. You fell out of it for a bit. Okay, I've been trying to do writing as well. Yesterday when I was at the hairdresser, I managed to write like a couple 100 words or something, which is not a lot, but it's like working on it. I have noticed a big flaw in what I'm currently writing, which is I have to introduce the abilities of my main characters before I actually have them use them. Do I have... I have a lot of space here, but I have... Do I have... terrain field tiles? 33 field tiles. So yeah, I can just... Let's see, 5 and 0, so I can make 4 of these. How complicated are the abilities? You might not have to explain as much as you think you do. I don't have to explain a lot. Basically, the main characters are elemental people, like Genasi from D&D, but we're not calling it Genasi because it's not a D&D book. It's not going to be a D&D book. But the fact that, you know, one of them can produce flames from his body is maybe better introduced in a way whereas, like, you can see that, like, there's light coming from inside of his body before you have him actually produce flames. That's the kind of thing that I'm dealing with, and I'm just trying to see, like, where can I do this that makes sense in the story, and is it a thing that I can just insert without doing a bunch of rewrites. Or even a little rewrites. Okay, we have level 9 cucumbers. We have level 7 tomatoes. Level 8 green pepper seeds. Very little pink melon. And very little pineapple. And also not a lot of corn. So. And I believe we have 22 left, so what if we just do it like this? 22, right? I know I can, oh, right, yes, true. There we go. And this won't take too long, cultivating to level 9. Why am I doing this? Because I'm just pressing the wrong button every time. This is medicine. That's not what I need. Was it over here? This is the actual produce. Seeds. Was it here? No, that's medicine. Pink melon seed, level 1. But cucumber seed is level 90. Curious. Oh well. But yeah, the actually like figuring out how to introduce it. It's not that big of a deal. It's just one of the things that has come up with where I'm taking the story right now. So did we make sure that we were at 3 strength everywhere? Good. Oh, you've buy seeds at the highest level you've sold the fruit at. Or vegetable. Yeah, that's fair. That would mean that I might have a lot to sell. Actually, I don't know. I don't think I have that much to sell. Not for the summer village at the very least. And to give folks a little bit of an idea where I'm at with the story, currently the story as such is that the 4 main characters find themselves being awoken one night on the night of their birthday, where there is commotion. It looks like there's fighting in the courtyard of the kind of like the fortress garrison that they've been living at, and they are now going to have to flee. They're going to have to find a way to escape from the fortress without being taken by, well, pretty much cops. And so they're escaping through, like, a secret door in the barracks that they sleep at. And they go through a dark hole in like dark secret entrance. And wait, I shouldn't have done that. But the thing is, like, to make sure that they can see what they're doing, one of them kind of ignites his own hand. And for that, I feel like I need to have a setup to explain, like, hey, what are these? Like, so far I've been hinting at it and calling them elementics. This is a name in progress, a work in progress for the name, because I don't know if I want to keep that. But it's better than everything else I've come up with before, in my opinion. So it's subjective as all hell. Nope. Or establish the world has magic and stuff, then you might be able to trust your readers enough to not bog them down with too much exposition. Yeah, I haven't introduced magic too much just yet. I'm also trying to figure out if I want to steer away from established D&D tropes. Or if I want to keep close to it to indicate, like, yeah, this is definitely, like, this is based off of my D&D campaign, so this is what you're getting. I am not too sure yet. Right, we have Fubuki. So let's go say hi to Fubuki. Hello. Let's hang out. Let's see if I can make French toast. Does everyone in the group of characters know about the other's abilities already, or could one explain some of it to the others through dialogue? They would know. They've lived with each other for a while, and even before that, they would be aware of each other's families and somewhat of their abilities. So it's not like, hey, guys, this is new. Though, one of the things that I do have is one of the characters knows that there is a secret doorway in the barracks that they sleep in. because he's the ingenious and investigative type. Potato croquettes. That's the one that I needed. Is French toast a snack? Yes, it is. And that's just level 1. Okay. Well, here you go. Have your level 1 French toast. And let's go talk to Suzu. Instead of doing an in-depth explanation, you could have one comment on the others doing it after they ignite their hand in a way that makes it clear the powers are a normal thing for them. Then do the full explanation after if you still feel like you have to. That is a possibility, yes. Something to the effect of, like, main 1 sees this happening. Where is Suzu, by the way? Suzu is in here. Main 1 sees main 2 do this. It's like, ah, yeah, I just better keep that away from me. We know how, we know how hot-blooded you can be. Or something to that effect. Why is she there? Okay. It's girls' day out. There we go. Is it full third person limited, third person written as if it's from one character's perspective? Third person limited? Currently, I have the 4 main characters. Oda, Mukashi, Adish, and Genzo. Chapter 1 is from the third person limited point of view of Oda. That is kind of like the one the camera is focusing on. Then afterwards, I want to switch basically every so often to different characters. And I would like, that's kind of the goal I'm setting for myself, to make sure that each of the characters has his own voice for a third person. Now you could have whichever one is the perspective character, if they're not the one who used the fire powers, compare that fire power to their own power as well in the explanation to describe 2 characters' powers at the same time. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Definitely. Thank you. B is always good. Let's do that one. No worries, Derek. But yeah, the idea is, I've probably mentioned this before. This is a campaign that I was running years ago, and by years I mean I did start streaming when I was running this campaign, I believe. Danny did a creative writing course at university, and this was some of the stuff that came up. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that information and that knowledge. And I don't know, you got a first in it. Nice. Well done. So for this story, like, the characters were the player characters, so I'm trying not to change much in the way of naming schemes. You know, I do kind of want to honor the effort they put into making their own characters. But I am noticing that I am kind of flanderizing the characters to like, I don't know about you all. You might be, you know, the best TTRPG players that there ever have been. I have noticed in my own experience that I've started thinking more and more in depth about how I make my characters. And I feel that, you know, a couple of years ago, my players thought more about, like, how much fun it is to play a character compared to how much depth there is in a character. So this is why I am basically trying to figure out, like, okay, in this story, what is the purpose of this character? Like, one of the characters is more... Oh dear, I forgot this about this again. Like, one of the characters is more of a comic relief. One is like the very serious type, who is therefore also comic relief in that sense. There is one who is very investigative and curious. There is one who is more... I think currently it's not so much curious as it is confusion about everything. Like, one of the characters has been the most in the dark about stuff that his family did, and how that is relevant to the story. To be fair, all four of them are currently out of the loop as to why they are in the situation that they are. One is like there's a sense of rebellion in one of the characters, who, like, really has a fuck all y'all attitude. Let's see, Danny sharing some wisdom. It's okay to adjust characters for adaptation as long as the fundamental parts of them are still the same. Like, if you took the investigative and curious one and made them ignorant, that wouldn't be okay. But if you amplify what's already there, that's fine. Yeah. And to be fair, I do notice, like, oh, let's add some of these features, or like let's amplify some of these features in a way that I would do. And it's like, oh well, that way I will have 4 me's running around. Me's, not knees. Oh well. So I am aware that I can easily just make them just 4 nethers. Yeah. I don't know why there, but sure. Right. I've mucked around in villages for enough. And oh, we haven't been here yet. Wait, what? There we go, we can do that. And stuff in characterization that I found useful, like, is just way of speaking in dialogue. One of them is very formal. He does not use contractions. He uses more elaborate phrasing. He uses different vocabulary compared to, like, the rebellious one, for instance. He uses stronger language. He uses ways of he uses expletives. Danny's way of making TRPG characters. What type of character would be cool to play right now? Plus, how many plot hooks can I give the GM to play with? Yeah, it is, I think, very important in that sense. And, you know, there are different ways of describing it, but I've heard it described as giving knives to your GM to stab your character with. And when it comes to that, I definitely have a couple of knives ready for these characters. And for, you know, my own. That's fair, yeah. The plot hook analogy, because I was going to pull my character in directions, yes. That is fair, that is fair. I agree that there need to be plot hooks. I also think I think that there needs to be both. There need to be hooks. I only have 2 party members with me. Yeah, I've noticed. This is surprising. Yes. But so train of thought. I, as a player, want to give my GM both plot hooks and, for the sake of terminology, plot knives. Plot hooks are different than knives in the sense that, as you say, hooks pull your character in directions. Maybe pushes, but I don't know if it's the same. Pulling towards a direction or pulling in a direction for the sake of driving a character to continuous action, then I think specifically I'm stuck on the term knife, because it is something important to me. What does a character do when they are hurt? because you can be dragging and pulling. You can be pulled or pushed into just different directions. Pushing isn't necessarily a way, correct. But like, as an example, I'm not certain if this is ever the best example, because, you know, it deals with a character of mine, so everything is inherently subjective. In Hyrule Chronicles' first campaign, one of the knives that I'm one of the supposed knives was a fraught relationship between my character and his father. And Artie had the opportunity to pull me towards certain things, but if it was with Nihilus, that was the father character, at most of the story prior to this one instance that I'll talk about, my character would not want to be pulled or pushed in any direction by his father. It was not an antagonistic, but certainly a fraught relation. Fraught. Up until the point where his father got stabbed and died. He got better, but like harming a NPC in my backstory for the sake of eliciting responses within my character is something that I think, well, one, needs to be done carefully, but with discussion, with consent between player and GM, I think it is a valid thing to like elicit those reactions. Ah, there he is. And so, like, having family members, even if they are not, like, in the best of relationship, Max was basically built entirely out of that. True. There we go. Oh, where's the other one? Ah, there's the other one. It's too big to see. Yeah, Max was built out of those kind of hooks, where it's like his entire family for all of the Maxes were meant to first explain like what's going on, as well as making sure that you had a way of engaging with the world, like saying like, okay, this is something that has not just happened to me but to others. They are in the same boat, but they have taken decidedly different routes. Also, hi Void Grove, hello! Cyrenix had to leave my PC to sit in a cat cage. Oh dear. I hope everything is good. How are you doing, Void Grove? Thank you for the shout out, by the way. How was stream? What were you up to? Let me actually. There you go. Whilst I'm fighting. Why is that not working? There's nothing on the shoutout? Let me see how this, or where was going on. It did complete. That's weird. One moment. Wrong button. We simply do not have clips yet. That's fair. Let me just do a thing here then to... There we go. Sorry about that. I was not in the right mode. But hi Void, how, or... Wait, should I say Void or should I say Grove? Or just a full thing? That's also fine. And what were you... You were playing Nuclear Throne. Ooh. How was that? Wait, no, I'm missing a frog. Where is Frog? There's Frog. Cat is okay right now, but very needy. Okay. As long as Cat is okay. Oh. Really like. Most people call this Void, but we find it fun when people choose Grove. So, I have a thought about this. That I was thinking when I saw some other people in, pain meds are working at least. Okay, good sign. I saw someone else in a chat that had a name with two, like how I parse it, a name that had an adjective and a noun. Like, let's say, blue hair. And so in my mind immediately goes, okay, of course we should call them hair. Because that's the name, that's the noun. And blue is the adjective. But that might not be the same for everyone. You were suffering a Nuclear Throne because you only play a character that gets one shot by everything. Oh no, that's terrifying. Did you win? I might as well use this. Melting and very much no. Oof. Also, since you raided in, I was wondering, would you like to see a raid video? Because usually the instigator of the raid gets that privilege on my channel here. Sure. Then second question. Do you want a long one or a short one? We would be more susceptible to damage in nuclear seed, to be honest. The Gili Zone is the power you use the most in this game. Very fair, Danny. It is very good. Let's do a short one. Alright, in that case, I will be seeing you momentarily. Goodbye!
This stream is not sponsored by Raidcon Shadow Earbud North World of Tanks Fresh Title Surf Shark.
Let's see if I can roll above a 10 today.
No! I cannot! I'm so sorry. Amazing!
I can behave and misbehave when I want to. When K-Ryptonite is redeemed, it just happens to be transactional. Oh my, what impressive wingspan you have.
It's taken 6 years, but already we have now encountered the essence of Dungeons and Dragons. 4 adventurers appear out of nowhere, transform someone into a turtle, kidnap them, and one of them turns and points to a bewildered NPC and says, "You! Where is your nearest tree?"
There we go. Gamesy's sighing, obviously. But yeah, that's just a little bit of what you can expect here on this channel. If you like it so far, feel free to press that follow button. You can turn the notifications on or off depending on what you like. You are always attacked in a Crest Raid video. I object to the word attack. Ooh, I mean, Sai, you definitely could, I think. Practice does make perfect. I think it is very much dependent on whether you want to consider that a goal, Danny. Yes, you just have to do this. There you go. Though, to be specific for my own sake, I paid a lot of money for this particular microphone. And, fluttered my eyelashes at a friend for the help of setting up the microphone. That's fair, Danny. I think I think you could manage really well. I don't really have any doubts about that. There is that, yes. I will admit I do not have that particular anxiety. The thing I need to learn is how to resonate at the back of my mouth instead of the front. Oh. I think that does come with time and hormones? Maybe? I don't actually know. Did I get through here? You've been learning to crack it on purpose. Interesting. Games, if you're going to make the joke, just type it out fully. Let Automod have his work cut out for it. Oh, wrong. Cat needs intense cuddles. Okay. No, you didn't, Gamesy. Yeah, it is missing something. Oh no, the cat stepped on your boob. So, as far as I can tell, the joke that we're making here is that hormones sound like a phrase consisting of 2 words. Two words. It is late. Nice. Thank you, Void. Tea does things to your libido. I have heard. Well. I'm going to go back to the Spring Village. Oh. It is interesting to me. This is in spring, so we need to evict. Oh. That's some pretty good stuff. Okay. I will say, Danny, I find it very... I don't know exactly what the right word here is. I appreciate the enthusiasm in which you engage and explore, specifically in roleplay, the romantic side of your characters. With Jody and with Makoto, I had to rack my brain to figure out the name again. But I really enjoy seeing how you engage with that. Oh, these are just not harvestable, never mind. It's very new to me, you're probably going to do more in the future. Alright, good. And just let me know if anything, if you need help with anything in that regard for roleplay and stuff, do let me know. Oh no, Sai, please get out of cage. Oh wait, no, I remember. It's the situation where your cat can't jump off of things, right? And so you keep them in what, a bungalow? It would be interesting to see if Makoto ever does go into romantic stuff or if he sticks to just sleeping around. That is fair. That is very much a choice you can make yourself. I'll be there. I'll be there in spirit rooting for you. Ooh, it's rain. Excellent. So that is going well. Green pepper is harvestable. Oh. Consider me intrigued. but it is absolutely fair not to want to go into detail in that regard. Well, we'll be able to play as we go. This is going decently well. This is going well. This should be watered. Have you done much with the summer island yet? Not really, as you can see. Oh, sorry, the summer island. None, nothing. Nada, zip, zilch. I should definitely do something there, though. Just filling with a ton of plants to turn into money. Yeah. Speaking of, do tell. You got conscripted into Daggerheart one-shot gaming. GMing, even. Oh my goodness. Do explain. I am curious how this happened. In this... I like hearing how stuff like that develops. Also, I saw someone... Let's go fishing. You out. You yearn for the mines. Amateur chemist. Change job. Luckily, we have a chemist. Some friends want to try the system in their GM asked for a co-GM the first time around. Oh, how lovely. And you say one shot. Are you doing the starter adventure? Derek, what? I mean, the topic of prejudice is something that I've been thinking of in regards to what I'm writing, in the sense of like, should I add it or maybe just, you know, hold off, because it's heavy. It is something that reasonably people can be very upset about. A little more Session 0 player co-op world building. That is absolutely fair. I will say, I don't know if I did. Yeah, I showed the quick start on stream with Danny and Articulate T and Roa Pirate. And it's a neat little setup. And now we may use a combo of 2 of the example settings of the core book, though. Excellent. It's what I did with a gaming group that we meet up in real life. Where, may I ask which of the suggestions you are, want to guess which one? Okay, so I'm going to pick, 2 of the ones that we did not pick. So, oh, what was the name again? Oh, there you go. Okay. What was it? What were the names? Darn it, I'm going to have to look this up. Is one of them Beast Feast? Nope. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to use the ones that we do. Is it Age of Umbra and Colossus of the Drylands? There guy said almost. Oh, okay. Colossus of the Drylands and Five Banners Burning? Umbra and Motherboard. Okay. Huh. Interesting. So, Dark Souls-esque post-apocalypse and robots. Huh. That's interesting. Kanata is a child. When I visited Kanata to deliver her birthday present, she seemed more satisfied with fluffing my tail than the gift itself. It's kind of the surge, yeah. Could have 40k like Mechanicum flair to it. Ooh, yeah. Let's grab a bite to eat. Derek, I did say the video was actually mostly focused on if and when you should audit and how to do it well while explaining how it's a rocky topic. Yeah. I think the city that my current story takes place is near orc territory that there's the locals had negative history with. Sad negative history was generations ago, but still there. Yeah. Odds to humor, more in the sense of a few people jumping when they see an orc quietly appear. It's tricky to say if that's really humor. Bubiki can smell a lot. Uh-oh. When does it not help? Ah. Well. Fubiki does not like bullshit. Yeah, in the sense of prejudice within the setting that I've made, there is a overarching, or there was an overarching empire, overarching empire in the archipelago that the story is set in. And check here. Okay. big dude who is also sneaky is funny. True. Oh, ads are going to be starting soon, so I'll be taking a break momentarily. But as I wanted to say, so there was this empire which, you know, brought an ethnic identity, as it were, to the courts of the islands, even though, like, the northern half of the islands had their own ethnic identity. And now, whilst the Empire has gone, that original native identity, or the separation of native identity between those of the court and those of the islands, is still kind of separate and heterogeneous. Right. That's the thing. And so I'm trying to see, like, is that something that I need to, or want to address within the story itself? Because leaving it to only aesthetics is, I think, poor storytelling in the sense of, it feels very cowardly, in a sense. Like, there's definitely stuff going on, but if we do not address it, then it doesn't exist, right? And so that feels very phony, if I were to avoid talking about it or discussing it. And in doing so, like, the idea of the setting was, this is a mashup of Japanese influences and Scandinavian influences. But in doing so, and especially with the Northern Islands having that own cultural and ethnic identity, being separate from the political identity, I realized I did do a pretty much a colonization, comparing the original native inhabitants of, for instance, Hokkaido, with the what was it? There's the Jomon people, who originally came from. Wait, no, I'm messing this up. I need to look up the terms specifically for the individual ethnic groups there. But rest assured, I don't want to go into that half-cocked and just talk without reason or rhyme. Because, you know, the Ainu were, or the Ainu identity was driven out and pushed away by the dominant ethnic group of the Japanese archipelago. Just because it exists doesn't mean everyone directly or indirectly interact with problematic. Derek, I think it's more the opposite. Like, it exists, and everyone interacts with it directly or indirectly. But yeah, I'm going to take a break. Here are some wise words from Hari.
Hey chat, might be a good thing to stretch your legs, straighten your back, take your meds if you need to, get something to drink, get comfy while you're at it.
Take care.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just mind your ears, y'all. Happy birthday
I made
to
my wish while
no!
you were singing.
No! Don't interrupt me! I hate it when games tell you to sing, so do I. So do I.
Get him out of here. Sitting by the pool. Ooh, enjoy. That sounds lovely. I want to go sit by the pool. Yep. Okay. Alright, can we safely get that sandwich without dying? Haha! I am an expert Kirby player who's never died. the previous 2 minutes of the stream don't exist. Hiya! The power of combining in this game is
Don't bunk yourself. That's what friends are for. Oh, I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I bunk myself. Oh. Sometimes I like to bunk myself. Yeah. Bunk a little harder, daddy. I did not say that out loud, did I? I did. Okay, well. That's gonna live rent-free on the internet now.
Okay. Ah, shit! Okay. 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 Relying on some of that. Ah! Okay. I think you're the last one. Yay! I did it! Oh my gosh! Oh, okay. Hold on. I heard the Ko-Fi donation sound effect go off. Let me check that. Whoop! Oh my gosh!
Because, okay, if cleanest tastes like avocado, then you could always, if dick does not taste good to you, then maybe you just need to turn it into like a penis guacamole. Cockamole! Why didn't I think of that? Son of a bitch.
Hilar, the cat has deigned to get up off of my blanket, so I was past him. Hello, yes, you are very wiggly because you don't like being held.
This whole thing together. Yeah, I really like those screens. The only screen I probably didn't like was the one in going, I hope I can make it down here. Yeah, this one. Because I went in here from Crossroads, went in here, couldn't figure out that there was a way of actually going up there if you...
Even here. This is a dream. This is a nightmare. Wow! When I said nightmare, I didn't mean literally.
This dog. Like you do. You okay, Ann?
Trying to kill it the usual way isn't going to work with this monster.
Oh. That is what they mean.
What else am I supposed to do?
That is what they mean. That is correct, BE. Before coffee, I'm just a plesiosaur penis dog. I hate that I used words.
Sound more like, what was it? Dame dane, dame yo, dame nano yo, anta ga suki de suki sugite, dore dake tsuyoi osake demo yugamanai omoide ga baka mitai. And to be fair, I don't know the full. Okay, less of that and more of stream. Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you had a good break. I am probably going to switch out a couple of things, but not here. That wouldn't work. But yes, I have some lovely friends who have, of course I ended with you're saying. Yeah, I think that definitely will help me as well. But I don't really have that good of an ear for just pretty much lyrics in any language. I need to have the text in front of me in order to sing along with it. This is why karaoke saves lives. You just have the text in front of you. Nice. Oh. How long can I stay in the air? Alpine! You managed to defeat a glass salamander, which was the enemy that our group in By the Book Daggerheart encountered in episode 2. How are you today, Alpine? I hope you're doing well. It is good to see you. You've been in the meeting gauntlet. Oh dear. Wrong button! There we go. Yeah, good job surviving. I 100% agree with Gamesy there. Oh, that actually works? I did not know. Wait. Yeah, there was more corruption here. I might have to listen to that song to recognize it, but I can't immediately recall that song. I 100% agree with Alpine. Ah. Majesty. And we have that one. That breaks open the whole thing, and there we go. Canonically, it's Kiryu's favorite song. Interesting. The embodiment of Kyodai. Of course, of course. Wonderful. Good luck, Derekai, and please do. And we still have... Now this is gone! Amazing, we can finally get to this. To the point where he nicknames himself Judgment Kazi. Amazing. Ow, that's some bullshit. Every time I think of Majima, I just... such a ridiculous character. And like, I know there's more... There's more to Majima as a character than just the silliness. I know this. It's just I've never delved into Yakuza enough to see all of that. Question to the folks who play the Like a Dragon games. Do you play it with Japanese or English voices? I understand. Alright. Time for battle. Danny plays Kiryu games with Japanese voices because you're used to his Japanese voice. Played Ichiban and Yagami games in English to try them out. Okay. Japanese here, though the English VAs seem to do a good job. This is a holy shrine. These big rocks. Oh, hey. He looks fashy. Hi, Nimbus! Good to see you. How are you doing today? Fake spoiler. There are Woodies. What? Nimbus? How? Ah! That's a fair point, Gamesy. But consider, Majima is voiced by Matthew Mercer. Okay. He's saying all of the fascisty things. Of course we have to fight him. Okay, I realize why I was pressing the drum dance button willy-nilly. It's because I've been playing Dead Cells, and the B button is the dash button. Did we know what is effective against him? Yes, we know! We do know now. Well then. Get rotated. However, no! No, don't let him leave! Darn it. I do not like your magic tricks, Magic Man. Main quest, how's Alonica doing? We get to talk to girlfriend. Well, not yet. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, already girlfriend. There's no background music? Curious. It's a girlfriend. They're taking it like I'm doing, are we really dating? I don't know nothing. Or they've been married for years. Oh no. Her burden has diminished. That's wonderful. You've played this as well, Nimbus? Wonderful. Danny's played it as well. You've completed it. Excellent. I have completed the story on another save. Alpine also plays it. Alpine Swift. Yes, we're going to help Matsuri soon. Oh no. Well, just I would ask to refrain or check in with everyone before, if you want to talk spoilers from after where I'm currently at in the story. Thank you. Alpine needs to catch up. Loves that it seems like the bad guys are fascist in spite of it being fantastical. I understand how opinions can differ there. Some people want fantasy to be escapism. But yeah, being able to beat them up is also okay. This guy is useless. Cat is now a bread roll next to you. Excellent. I think I started some Rune Factory game on the DS when I may have had a a certain card of 4 R's. Hmm.
新たな神の統治のためには彼らの目的その言葉を単純にあくまでこれは憶測いずれにせよ
Okay, they have plans for the world! The DS had a confusing lineup of Rune Factory. Yeah. I might look into those games at a later time. Because I may or may not have an emulation handheld coming up. Hello, Iroha. What's up? She's been waiting for me. Oh. Of course, this is a dango tummy ache. She's been eating a lot of sweets. That's what she said. Taksan amai mono. Oh?
私、いろはさんに何かされましたっけ？いいえ、決してそうでは。私、あなたがあんなに大変な思いをしていると知らなくて、後悔しているの。あなたにいつか里を賑やかな里にしたいなんて言ってしまったこと。心のどこかで重荷になってるんじゃないかって。アズマの国を助けるためにそんなことは。でもあなたはそのためにいつも大変な苦労をしてる。
I believe I did already do my Japanese lesson for the day. But I will check because I do not want to lose my streak. Yes, okay, I've done it for today. Oh, yeah, Nimbus, just so you know, in the current playthrough, we let Subaru die. We did not sacrifice anything to keep him alive. We're in, boys. We can eat for free now! Oh, darn it! Why did I blow that off? Oh, darn it. But yeah, Rune Factory being the fantasy Harvest Moon is silly. As if Harvest Moon isn't fantastical. The village is pretty revitalized already. You can have free snacks. I wish. We'll be fine. It's a pretty fan. Hello, perpetually exhausted. How are you? Stick upgraded too. Prettier stick. Yes, exactly. That's fair. That's a fair point, Derek. Do you have any requests? At level 1 Oni? Okay, sure, let's just step out of the village. You're doing good? I'm glad to hear it. Have you played any good TTRPG sessions lately? Or had any good sessions lately? Don't think she'll like that. You've been in some of them. Fair enough. I did ask this specifically, and I forgot to directly address her. I wanted to ask Perpetually Exhausted specifically if she's had any good TTRPG sessions lately, because she and I have been in a game of Cyberpunk Red a while ago, which was fun. We had a really good GM, but I found out that Cyberpunk Red is not my game. You're in a really fun outgunned game? Excellent. You're prepping a Wild Sea game! Nice! For your family, that's so cool. Or maybe one for a group. Ooh. I've heard good things about Wild Sea. Oh, there's just a lot of stuff. Oh. Perpetually Exhausted winked at me. Ho ho ho. Right, going back up into the sky. And this time we should probably head to one of these. Actually, there's a lot of stuff we haven't checked out yet. This is a place we won't be seeing anytime soon. For story reasons. You won! Congratulations, Ducky. In your outgun game, you're world hopping and you may run around in the Spy Kids slash Machete universe. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. I still find it incredible how the director just said, oh yeah, you know, this highly sci-fi kids TV, like kids movie series, and this gritty adult action, almost gore action movie, they're in the same universe. Because of course they are. Yep. We just have to go to the abandoned island. This guy who murders people with machetes is also the uncle of these two spy children. Yeah. That apparently is true in that universe, because yeah, what to say? Sorry, horsey. Yes, it very much is just look, hey, let's do something absurd and see if it sticks. And apparently, look, the Spy Kids movies were very well received. They were fun. They were silly. They were terrifying at times, depending on which enemies like you were looking at. Because I guarantee you, those monsters from the first like those mutated or mutilated people from the first movie would have definitely given children nightmares. The thumb creatures. Yeah. Yep, they were definitely weird. Is there just nothing here? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I also cannot come up with the name, but you know, fair. Like, I'm assuming you were around their age when you watched that. Ah, yeah. Please have someone get pulled up into the sky by magnet helmets. Wait, there... That happens? Oh, in the movies. Oh, I was thinking you were saying something about Rune Factory, my bad. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, wait, I'm missing a treasure chest. Rare items. That's good. You were the target audience. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, recently I've been watching more movies with friends, and we were talking a little bit about how, what was the thing? So, I'm Dutch. If that it comes as a surprise to you, I don't know what to say. But we have not as strict as the Germans. We have a culture of dubbing movies, and while the German people and German media, they all pretty much dub everything. But in the Netherlands, we tend to dub only, like, kids' entertainment. Which, like, I get it, Well, thank you very much, Alpine. I will talk about Dutch things in a Dutch accent. But as I wanted to say, the thing is, oh, I am paralyzed in the game apparently. I still remember that I went to the movies with my mom and my brother, and we went to, I believe, yeah, we went to Road to El Dorado. You know, where the meme of both is good comes from. And is there a way of attacking this in any fashion? I don't know, but anyway, let me go to the last shrine and sleep. But the reason I bring up the movie is that was the first movie I remember seeing with the original English voices and Dutch subtitles. Okay, I have to evict a lot of people, but at least there are some good hard workers here as well. Thank you, Danny. I don't remember fully, like, how old I was exactly. But I do know that at least on like vacations and stuff, I would talk in English with people. You know, people who weren't Dutch. And that started around when I was 7. I want to say. I don't know how good my accent was back then, but I was like, people could understand me. And I could understand people. We have reached Bond level 9!
And that about wraps it up for Dutch.
Huzzah! That about wraps it up for Dutch. Thank you. Well. But that was pretty much the start of me fully realizing, like, hey, I am bilingual. And by that point, like, I was nowhere near what is the word? Okay, apparently I should harvest them with the sword still. Oh, right. Villagers. You can go. You can go. Arigatou gozaimasu. And you can become a fisherman. Like, when I was a kid at the time, I wasn't... Like, currently my social network, or my social life, is about, I would say, 80–90% international. And so there are days where I just don't have any interaction in Dutch. Danny's made attempts to learn Welsh, but he thinks his GCSE just teaching me how to pass the exams and not how to speak it just fucked up my ability to learn it. Oh, I'm sorry. That really sucks. It is such a lovely language. And I'm really sorry that people in education do not take care to really teach it in a way to be practical. Yeah. I believe I know how to say Wales, how to say Welsh, how to say that one place name, and that is about it. And as you can see, the island is just completely undeveloped. Also, talking to you about this kind of thing does make me curious as to like, I would say that I am fluent in Dutch and fluent in English. But I'm not quite certain to what extent I am fluent in English, even though it is the language in which I think, sometimes dream. But then I think then you get to the point of like, what is fluency? What is like, are people capable of being 100% fluent in something, and what does that even mean? Like, the main thing, the main importance is that I am able to understand everyone that is here. Yeah, I have moments where I can't think of a specific word. In my defense, I think that is a memory issue and not a linguistic issue. But yeah, I can understand that that is something you would notice. Fluency also involves ability to parse understanding from context. Yes. And I think in my case, having language and wordplay as a special interest has really helped me develop understanding context, colloquialisms, different nuances between words, phrases, and the way they are used. I won't know every word. But can you understand from what you're picking up in the moment? There is absolutely that part. Like, I'm currently watching a duo going through China on motorcycles, and they've learned a little bit of Mandarin ahead of time to be able to converse with folks and ask things like, hey, which direction do we need to go? But the way things are subtitled, because they have subtitles for like from an actual translator, like in the edit, they mispronounce words so often because Chinese is such a tonal language where you're trying to say one thing and you say another. And it also seems, I don't know how, like, I don't speak Chinese, I don't speak a word of Chinese, and so I don't know how obvious the mistakes they make are, but it also seems, and it could just be a particular linguistic thing for Chinese, that it is harder to parse what someone is saying if they make a mistake, because those tones are so similar to one another, and the difference in meaning is so broad. I also think there is a difference. There is one, a diminished ability, I would say, for me to come up with different words. However, I would say my ability to recognize words and their meanings is, like, as far as certificates go, I am at C2 level from the European framework. Like, that's the highest thing they offer, and they don't offer anything above that. And so it feels like they don't care much for above that. There are few instances where it's like, oh, I don't know what this word means, but the context suggests something. So let's go with that context. And just see if I get it right. Usually that's jargon that is specific to certain situations. Like, I don't know the specific words that mean the specific parts of ships or woodworking or that sort of thing. Like, that's very much determined based on a certain field of study, a certain field of work. Yeah, tonal languages must be so difficult with different voices and accents. I'm very glad that English isn't one. I'm very glad that Dutch or Japanese aren't tonal languages. Though with Japanese there is pitch accent, which is a separate thing in its own right. I don't know carousel, but I can say horse tornado. Wait, I should have had my parasol. Yeah, okay. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. We're just playing some Rune Factory and talking about fluency. How are you doing today? This is nothing yet, so let's ride the dragon again and move to Dual Shell Island. If I know which direction to go. This is Fate Weaver Shrine. Working your way to the post game. Yes, towards it. Hi, good to see you. How are you today? Did you have a good session this Wednesday? I heard that Artie had yeah, you didn't, right? That's the thing. Yeah, I forgot. My German teacher said that the core of a second language is finding other ways to say what you mean when you don't have the direct translation. Very fair. Like core of second language fluency? I also think there's a lot of cultural snobbery when it comes to whether you are fluent in another language or not. I know with Dutch, people are very snobby when it comes to whether someone speaks the language fluently or not. And that comes down, a lot of the times it comes down to whether or not you are able to closely like emulate the accent. Because there are certain sounds in the Dutch language where it's just like if you do not say Scheveningen with the specific h, then we know you're not natively Dutch. Which is a measure that people use to others, which sucks. Yeah. I see we are getting back to break time, so I'm going to just do this.
Hey chat, might be a good thing to stretch your legs, straighten your back, take your meds if you need to, get something to drink, get comfy while you're at it.
Well, there you go. Enjoy the break.
How about this? Don't teach me things I already know.
It corners a little poorly, doesn't it? Your vehicle?
I swear I will turn this car around.
Chal, you did not just...
So your whole life has been under the thumb of the cat?
I'm not sure they have thumbs.
Bastard.
Thanks for being here. He's cool. It feels cool to be. It's real neat. It's real neat to think that the people want to hang out. I was trying to finger touch, and then I realized I only had one finger while I was depositing veggies. But yeah, it's cool. Guys, I was having a moment with chat. I was trying to tell chat that they were great, and that I appreciated them being here, and you just had to explode all over me. They're lucky they're cute, the little chumps.
Okay. Oh boy. How do I
Here.
How do I say that in not a weird way? How do I turn myself on?
Oh, fuck. Well, the thing is, I have set up hotkeys.
Thank you.
Not picking up on the hotkeys, so that's annoying.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, there I am.
Okay, I'll be right back.
That goes in the quote book right there. Don't mind that. let me just check the volume real quick.
Honestly, way more money than I'm willing to spend.
Hydroxychloroquine, carisoprodol, aciclovir, acetaminophen, acetalopram, fluoxetine, methylphenidate, nitroglycerin, propranolol, and ranitidine. These are the elements that make up a human.
Where is he? Maybe it'll update tomorrow. There he is! Lance. Husband. Nice. So yes. Lance joins all the other spouses. Although why he hasn't come up the order, I don't know. Maybe it's just because he's part of the expanded mod. But then saying that, so is Olivia and Victor. But anyway, maybe it'll update tomorrow. Yay!
Okay, if cleanest tastes like avocado, then you could always, if dick does not taste good to you, then maybe you just need to turn it into like a penis guacamole. Cockamole! Why didn't I think of that? Son of a bitch.
I am binging my bong as I speak.
Oh, dang. This is like a preview kiosk for some up-and-coming console, right? Maybe if you're living in the year 2011. Fuck you. What is it with me and opening my mouth and rhythm games promptly, like, humbling me for daring to speak?
Why are we pinning Mrs. Balls? I think Mrs. Girlfriend has enough of that.
What a bitch.
Okay, he kicked that gem.
Oh my fucking god. Whoever just did that jump scare, I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Run.
The like of that pussy eye. Amazing. Thank you, KMC. It's alright. It's like it's at 4:20 a.m. right now. It's I'm not fasting. Oh my goodness. I mean, you said it. I don't know who needs to behave here. Oh my goodness. It's.
There we go. Those were certainly some clips. Let's see. Right, our next goal with the game is to take Uraraka on a date, so we should probably invite her soon. Also, here's a bear, a big one, a level 65 bear. It's a big boy. There we go. Another save point. Healing up our runes. There's a frog, a statue. Did we lose any? It's all good. Oh, there is frog here. Well, apparently we just need to go through it like this. There is a frog here. And we probably should go over here. I noticed. I did my nails today. And there's a little... there's a little bit of polish. Or like a bit of dust covered in it that rises up on the nail and it makes the texture not smooth, and I hate it. I don't like it. I want it. I don't like it. I want it off. I want it removed. I want it to be smooth all the way. Yep. There we go. Also, I might as well summon the great old one. Oh, hello. Oh, can't do that. Yeah, I do not like entropy. Ow. Ironclad bear, level 75. He's a big boy. It is doing some damage. Oh, hello, hello. It's the same bear! Oh well. There we go. Just barely didn't die. Such a pain indeed. Oh, big spider. Sorry about that. This time, the particle effects do not blur it. Alright, we are fully healed up. And should go this way. Still. Okay. I believe we go down here. And then this way. And this way. The run back here is wild. These are just continuous. Well, sure. There we go. Did that solve? Yes, that did in fact solve this issue. Which means we can actually get this. And this. And we will meet this guy once more. The aubergine aficionado. It's the last time! If he doesn't give us level 9 eggplants, then what's the use? Oh, that's actually pretty good. Nice. No more eggplants, huh? Curious. Never have to see him again. And now it's just running through the entirety of the cavern expanse once again. Yep. There we go. Activating this. And it is time for yet another fight against someone fascisty. The Hound. Hmm. Right. not a lot of damage. Do I have a very bad bow or something? No, not even. Mister, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, friendly so. There he is. Okay, and light. Might as well update some of these. Oh, yes. And that's that for this one. And there we go. Yeah, just go back to where you came from with your tail tucked between your legs. Okay. Oh, he's gone. Oh, we leveled up. That's good. And is there anything of import here? No. Then let's go here. It's Matsuri and Kanata.
あれはそういうやつなんじゃ。おう、ご苦労であったな、大地の舞手。おかげで二人ともこの通りじゃ。
They're good.
っていうか遅いぞ。井の一番にあたしんとこのカムクラだろう。すみません。まつりちゃんは単にお主に早く会いたかっただけじゃ。
Right.
発言は許し。
はあ、なんだか楽しくやってるね。俺も混ぜてよ。
しかし、さすがのあたし神殺し。その名にたがわぬ。
It was God Slayer, not God Killer.
というかなんで私たちあの子に恨まれてるわけ？わけわかんないんだけど。
そこなんだけど、 話を聞いてもさっき聞いたハウンドってやつもなんか異常にそのクラリスってやつに忠誠を誓ってるし、何者なんだそのクラリスって。
実は以前にも何度か彼女とは会っているんです。何？初耳だぞ。ですが最初に会った時の彼女はすごく優しげで、とてもあんなことをする人のように。
I do like Matsuri's reactions to things. She's very term would be very kinky, very lively, active. What's that? That kind of sudden exclamations.
正体も目的も動機も不明。これ本人に直接聞いた方が早いかもな。あ、そうだ。そういえばイカルーガとムラサーメから伝言があったんだ。秋地方の奥で。
They found a base.
ちょうどいいじゃん。直接行って聞いて。アホ。行ってまた八つ咲きにされても知らんぞ。確かに直接本人に会って話を聞ければ。でもどうすれば。
Apparently, we need to chat with Yachio. And we could do that now. So let's do that now. Yeah, don't mess with people's food.
どうしたんですか？どうもこうもないわよ。この子ったら大人に化けてうちのお酒飲もうとしてたのよ。お金は払ったぞ。お金払ってもダメなものはダメ。お酒は大人になってからよ。
Very good. Keep to those principles.
そうだぞ。どうせ化けるならオイラみたいな可愛いやつにしろ。ねえ、小太郎くん。小太郎くんって何にでも化けられるの？まあ、見たことあるやつで材料が手に入れば。材料？ねえ、もしかしてその材料があれば私も何かに化けられる？
Are we transforming into stuff?
お前何言ってんだ？そんなの無理に化けられるよ。
We will!
小太郎くん、私に化け術を教えてくれないかな？まあ、お前の頼みなら。で、何に化けたいの？できれば、もこもこに。あら、かわいい。じゃあ、材料は。これとこれだな。わかった。取ってくるね。一つはすぐ手に入りそうだし。おいらはモコモコじゃないぞ。
Good to know. For the umpteenth time.
ふむふむ。
Gonna have to find a tanuki. Oh, a big one. Yeah, why are we turning into a Woody when we can just send Woolby? Good question.
そうですね。こんばんは。
Let's see how far we get tonight. That does go pretty fast. Also, I don't know why it might just be that... yeah, I don't know why, but I'm starting to feel tired. It could just be regular fatigue. But I like to have reasons for being tired. And I'm not experiencing or noticing any particular one. So that's making me a little bit groggy. Which means I will probably not stream for very long today. There we go. Oh, what's going on? Oh, there we go. Sometimes we just get a little stream as a treat. But I would like to have streamed for a little bit longer. Oh well. Oh. Yeah, excuse me. Ow. It's a big tanuki. Well. There we go. A woolly heart. And let's go to the spring region, but first we go and sleep. The cat has gotten too clever escaping the cone. Oh no, Sirenix, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry for the craftiness of your cat. Okay, we need to evict 4 of them again. You can stay. We need to get you a chemist. A chemistry place. You too, by the way. So, yeah. We need to get 2 chemist places. You can go. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sirenix. I hope it works out okay. I believe these are not yet done. Well, that's a shame. What about these? These are harvestable. There we go. But also this. And there. There. And there. These are level 7 strawberries, so we harvest them with the sword. may have to go, may have to sleep in the cat. Oh dear. I hope you can find, like, a way to make it comfortable, if that is really necessary. That's a good idea. Yeah. The cucumbers are ready to be harvested. This might be a random question, but did folks see the importance of being earnest? I believe it was the National Theatre that had that on YouTube for free for like a week and a half a while ago. It was very silly. It had Nchuti Gadwa in it. Oh, I just didn't replant them. Oh dear. I forgot her name, but I'll have to look her up. Yeah, I'm looking up something here. One moment. Right, so in that version on stage, Sharon D. Clarke played Lady Bracknell, and she had this amazing posh Jamaican accent. It's so good. It feels really like the character clearly has some odd notions, I would say. But it's really good to watch. If you haven't, I would recommend trying to find a way in which you can, because it's really good. But yeah, I think I'm going to be finishing up by watering all of this. The carrots are harvestable. On the plus side, no missed dates because I didn't ask. So I'm safe. But yes, no missed dates. No need for a panic. emote. Go. And I guess I'll save then. Yeah, I'm sorry for not streaming any longer. I'll hope to make it up to you somehow. Stretch. Let's go here.